Arthur. But yeah, it's a really good Arthur because it's Arthur's Axe, Reposition Luna, Life and Death 4, Null Follow-Up, Times Pulse, and Brace Attack Speed. Times Pulse means Luna is 2 cooldown. Life and Death 4 gives you a lot of attack and speed. And Arthur's Axe is actually pretty interesting. If a bonus granted by a skill like Rally or Hone is active on unit, grants attack speed, defense, res +3 during combat. At start of combat, if penalty is active on unit, or if unit's HP is under 100%, grants attack speed, defense, res +5 during combat. So Brazen attack speed, I understand from the respect of you want to take some damage so you can get yourself into Brazen, but then why not just run Fury 4? Because he actually has good defensible stats. I guess +3 to all stats and +5 to all stats. Essentially +8 to all stats pretty easily. Unfortunately, I think just stats isn't enough to like save a hero like Arthur, because his base BST isn't great anyways. So even if you add +8 to everything, he kind of just falls behind. We don't really see people use Arthur. I think he's one of those heroes I think would need a refine on the refine. But yeah. If I were in your shoe, I'd just be trying to stack as much HP, as much stats as possible with Fury 4, because you're giving up, you get attack speed +7, but you're giving up 5 defense and 5 res. Fury 4 would hurt you a lot. It would, but it would set you up into Brazen much quicker. Right? 52 HP doesn't get you into Brazen instantly, unless you use Fury. And once you're in there, you're a lot more scary. Null Follow-Up is also really, really good. And yeah, once Brazen attack speed triggers, 51 +8 speed, 59 speed is scary. And of course, 7 +8, 15, 76 damage, 76 attack. And your defense isn't bad, +8, 39, +8, 32. It's not bad. But it's just a ball stats with Null Follow-Up, I guess, and 2 cooldown Luna. I feel like if you're hitting 76, it's really hard to suggest something here. I don't know. Arthur's a hard hero to like feature, because I feel like he's just lacking something to like really separate him from a lot of other heroes. But yeah, interesting Arthur. I'll give you that. Not like we see many Arthurs anyways. I really don't know what kind of thing to suggest. Arthur kind of wants you to take damage, so yeah, personally I just think Fury. So you take guaranteed damage, or use a push. But hey, Uplifting Love Alfonse, 40 +9 +2 plus attack variant. Alfonse is actually... I feel like he's so sneakily good. I feel like he's probably one of your best options for far save in this entire game. Because when you look past Henriette, there really isn't a mage. There isn't really a mage hero, armored mage hero that can use savior skills. That has like the min-max BST to fully utilize this far save skills. Alfonse is probably the only other one. When it comes to green armors, he is the only one. Unless you really want to try and make Halloween, what's his name? Henry work. Yeah, that's rough. Don't do that. Wait a second. Isn't that refinable? Huh. Alright, anyways, 48 HP, 59 attack, 28 speed, 40 defense, 35 res. Amity booms, for those who forgot. Attack res -5 on foe during combat, and when unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores 4 HP, which is really nice because he's an armored hero. And with AR far safe, you'll always be doing 2 spaces somebody. But yeah, Amity booms in full effect. Distant defense 4 is really good. You can take distant defense 4 and far save from Henriette. Just kill off what's his name? Picnic Leo for distant defense 3. You grab DD4 and far save from her. Slick Fighter is really good. Distant defense 3 is really good. So Slick Fighter neutralizes penalties on unit during combat, and unit makes guaranteed fall attack. Really, really nice. Of this, attack res -5 and more, and some healing during the combat. And Slick Fighter is, you know, a better QR, and of course you get to keep your stats. It's such a great combination. It makes Alfonse really, really scary. The question is, should I switch to res for his last merge? If your goal is to use him as maximize his ability to use his far save skill, then yes. But if not, then no, because it's not a big difference. I say once you refine this for res, at 3 res, 38 res, 40 defense, it's close enough. Because when your attack using saber skill, it's 42, 42, 47, and you add another 8, another 6. That's 61. You're hardly taking damage at that point, so you don't need to. But if you're dead set on trying to maximize his ability to tank damage, then you do it. And I mentioned that because one day in the future, right, we're going to get past 185 ESD. Heroes are going to become even more scary. So while right now it looks like this is overkill for defense and res, one day in the future it won't be overkill. It'll just be good enough, you know? Yeah, with that said, it's still really, really scary, Alfonse. When Far Save triggers, +4, +5, 68 attack, ×2. If he gets doubled, he gets you a bonfire, and that bonfire, if it's from range, which it should be, that's 6 +8, 14, 14, 54 defense bonfire. That's quite scary. So yeah, really, really good, Alfonse. But I would refine this for res, and if you refine this for res, you might get a better damage output just using Iceberg instead. But it's so small. It's so small. It's up to you. But yeah, really, really good Alfonse. So you guys want to know the other hero who's really, really good with a save skill? At number 1, I have Brave Hector. At number 2, it's not as clear cut. So at number 2, I can make an argument for Brave Edelgard. Absolutely. Black Eagle Rule is great damage reduction. Her ability to move 2 spaces allows her to position way better. But with that said, Sothis is still scarily good if she does Dragon Wall. 40 +7 +9, 1 more flower for maxed out. 50 HP, 60 attack, 50 speed, 36 defense, and 41 res. Snow's Grace is what makes this so good. Neutralizes effect against dragons bonuses, so in other words, she just counts as armor, just like Edelgard. Speed +3, which also helps because she has the damage reduction and the speed to prevent a lot of heroes from doubling her. So at start of combat, if unit's HP is over 50%, grants attack, speed, defense, res +5 during combat. So 65 attack, 55 speed, 41 defense, and 46 res. 46 res Dragon Walls is already pretty scary, but if the AR Far Save triggers and the speed res bond triggers, that's another 9 res. So 14. 55 res Dragon Wall is pretty scary, huh? And the other crazy thing about all this is because Sirius is really, really good. So they attack, she outspeeds them. So they attack one time, she attacks, and then she uses Sirius, which gives her a bit of healing as well. So the reason why I can't put Sothis or I think it's between Sothis or Edelgard for second best hero for save skills. And it's because of its positioning versus healing and actual speed. But I think Edelgard's cheaper to make because she doesn't need Dragon Wall. Sothis is more expensive, but has a bit more utility. So yeah, it's between those two. It's silly, but they're both so good. They're both so good at this. Anyways, this is a really scary Sothis. And nice, 69 attack, because Snow's Grace adds 5 and Far Save adds 4, so 69. The other thing is, with a speed of what? 50, 60, 60 times 30%, roughly 20 damage, and well, it'll round down, 19 damage. With Sirius as well, and healing as well, it's pretty silly. So, really, really good Sothis. 44 defense and 49 res. In terms of red heroes, there probably isn't any hero better than Idunn for a save skill. Because her dual skill takes away the neutralizes effect against dragons bonuses and neutralizes against armor bonuses. But you guys do notice how I put both Sothis and Brave Edelgard over Idunn, right? So Idunn's the other hero that uses Dragon Wall really, really, really well. But the trade-off is she has 2 weaknesses instead of 1 like Sothis. And while her dual skill is amazing, Animal Blessing, you can't use the dual skill if you're defending. So she doesn't have the flexibility that Sothis has in Ether Raid's defense. And even when you use her in Ether Raid's offense, if they can block your dual skill, or you use it one time and the battle still continues on, you can find yourself in trouble really quickly. So she's definitely within top 5 of like best heroes for dual skills. Sorry, for far save skills. But yeah, it's a bit messier. Anyways, Zephyr Breath is really good. If against armor foes, grants res +3. If unit bonus is granted by a skill like Rally or Hone is active on unit, or if units within 2 spaces of an ally neutralize units' penalties, inflicts attack -6 on foe during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. So yeah, if she's within 2 spaces, which she should be for the far save skill, she's kind of scary. No worry about penalties, and attack -6 really extends her bulk. Swap Ether, Distant Counter, Dragon Wall, AR Far Save, and Fortress Defense Res 2, which is smart thing to do. Plus speed variant. I've seen people do plus speed variant on Idunn. I don't think it's a worthy endeavor. But yeah, I've seen it work. It's just, yeah. Special fighter with that, it's not bad at all. Anyways, in terms of this build, yeah, I got nothing to add. It's just a really good Idunn. So Zephyr Breath, essentially acting, the defense is effectively adding, working as 50. If you could use your dual skill, probably not because it's Analyst. But in your battles, add another 6, so 56 defense effectively. The res is 40, 53, 53 plus 6, 59, 59. The thing is, it's acting as 59 res, but in calculations for Dragon Ball, it's only 53. 53 is really high though, it should work really well, but yeah. With that said, if you could trigger a dual skill, it's even better. This Idunn is gonna be really, really good for like Aether offense, but won't reach her maximum in the Aether defense, so she won't be bad for it at all. But yeah, really good Idunn. She's within the top 5, I would say, plus 15. Tharja! Whoa, it's red dual infantry. Best girl. Tharja, best girl. I can kind of agree with it. I really like Tharja. And this is the Bridal Tharja as well. Wow, 51 HP, 61 attack, 47 speed, 30 defense, 30 res. Solid all around. Muscle Fire Posey, Rally Attack Speed Plus, Aether. Red Dual Infantry 4, Attack Defense Ruse, Joint Hone Speed, and Speed Feint. Oh, she comes with feints, right? She comes with Speed Feint. Yeah, you kept it. You're going to use Ruse. So Rally Attack Speed drops their attack, defense, puts guard on them, and then drops their speed as well. Joint Hone Speed for the points, Red Dual Infantry. This just makes it a better fodder, I believe. He comes with Joint Hone Speed, right? Azel? Yeah, I think he does. It's been a while since I saw him. That's really good. Muscle Fire Posey actually aged pretty well. Speed plus 3 is nice. During combat, boosts units attack speed by number of allies within 2 spaces times 2. I say it aged pretty well because 6 attack, 6 speed is still a pretty fair amount, and as well as 3 speed. Obviously, there are way better fire tomes, or tomes in general nowadays, but it's still pretty decent. It still allows Tharja to hit something very respectable. In this case, it'd be just by a Muscle Fire Posey, 67, 53, and yeah, you're just missing one thing. 40 plus 10 plus 10. 48 HP, 53 attack, 43 speed, 35 defense, 31 res, White Wing Lance, reposition, Ruptured Sky, attack speed, push, desperation, speed, defense, rain, and brazen attack speed. So since you're using a push, desperation makes sense, brazen attack speed makes sense. It's just because of White Wing Lance and the ability to quad, Dive Bomb really sets you to another level. But it would involve, yeah, you have Fury 4. It would involve giving her yet another premium skill, which would be a like Swiss Barrel 3 or something. So yeah, it makes more sense to keep this build. If you go Fury, you chip yourself into Desperation quicker and gives you more defense and res. But attack speed push gets you there as well and saves you a bit of HP in every battle, so 3 HP. So yeah, it's pretty close, I would say. It's pretty close. So yeah, just keep whichever one, use whichever one you want. If you want to get into Brazen faster, go Fury. If you want to save a bit more HP, go attack speed push. But yeah, since the first 2 shots, she gets off the first 2 shots. And since it's only 1 cooldown, Ruptured Sky, she attacks, and then she attacks again, which might be the kill. But if they're not dead, she'll do another Ruptured Sky in the same battle, so that's pretty scary. Fully initiated, she's plus 7, plus 3. So that is 14, 18, 21, 74 damage is quite a bit. Her speed is 7, 4, 11, 18, 21, 64 speed. Fair enough. A really good Catria. I hope she gets a resplendent so she could become even more busted. This is a scary Lysithea. 45 HP, 63 attack, 47 speed, 26 defense, and 30 res. Dark Spikes T, plus 6, 69, 53. And if you are, if foe's HP is over 75%, sorry, under 100%.
Skill that gives him a chance to dodge attacks.
What? Because we don't have anything like that in this game. Dodging doesn't work in Heroes. You guys do know the director of Fire Emblem Heroes was terrified of making this game too similar to actual Fire Emblem. They intentionally dumbed down this game. It took them like 3 years before they added in like extra mechanics to make it like more in line with SRPGs, right? Skills such as Savior, basically guard in other games, and of course Deep Wounds, which is basically the same idea as Heal Block in other SRPGs. But these are more like advanced concepts in SRPGs. But it took them like, not 3 years, 4 years to launch these things. So, yeah, no dodge mechanics. All right, with that said, this Lysithea is actually really good because with 30 impact, you reach 36 defense. With 45 HP, it's really hard to kill her in one shot. And of course, if you have a double, auto double, impact blows it up and it becomes a speed check, in which case Lysithea should win that pretty easily. You even have null follow-up, which is crazy. Sturdy impact, null follow-up just doubles it down. Pulse Smoke, of course, to take away the specials, and Flashing Blade with the fast Ruptured Sky. Once you take any amount of damage, you're in Dark Spikes T and you're just very, very scary. Lysithea is really, really, really freaking good, right? Because she essentially has Desperation in the weapon, even better Desperation. Attack speed +6, and of course affecting cab foes. And then once you give her impact and null follow-up and Pulse Smoke, and with Ruptured Sky and Flashing Blade, like this is such a potent combination. But yeah, really good max Lysithea. There's really nothing I can say about it. I will say this, I think this is better for Ether Raid's defense. Because I don't even know how people bait this Lysithea and expect to win. The only thing they can do, I think, is if they have advantage. It's for 40 HP, 61 attack, 19 defense, 37, 19 speed, 37 defense, 30 res. Gate Anchor Axe is really good, chat. Defense res +5, and then defense res -5 on your opponent. I don't know why it's dropping their res. I guess it hurts their iceberg damage or something. It's weird. Sure, take it though. Essentially giving her 5 more attack and 5 more defense and res. So 66 attack, 42 defense, and 35 res at base is scary. Add in the lull attack defense, add in attack defense solo. She's terrifying. The in respect of hitting 52 defense at base is just ridiculous. And of course that res is solid at 38. She is like a really ideal hero for Gale Force, because Gate Anchor Axe is giving you an auto double and its special cooldown trigger count -1, so 4 cooldown Gale Force. So you attack, they attack, you attack, Gale Force triggers, or you attack, Gale Force triggers with Heavy Blade. The only issue is, chat, it's funny. She's one of those heroes that is so suited for Gale Force until you remember she might just one-shot her opponent and then the Gale Force doesn't do anything. So the lull attack defense, solo, and Gate Anchor, it's essentially another 15 attack. So 76 attack is a lot of attack. Yeah. Anyways, nothing to change. It's the really good basic build for her. And honestly, that's all I would really suggest, because that works so well on her. One, and pretty simple. Pack Blooms. Unfortunately, Pack Blooms is really good, but staying within 2 spaces of an ally is really hard for Veronica. When you're using her manually, sure, it's not hard at all. But I would generally suggest you go for Blar Fox from Ileana. Pretty gaming. Lex. Yeah. I think you're a bit early on Lex, my friend. He's gonna devote, you know. Should just wait a bit longer. If he were a arena scoring hero and he was time limited, I would suggest it, right? Like heroes like Winter Hilda, I would have suggested people to go all in for her when she was still around. But a hero like Lex, you got all time in the world. But yeah, if you can't wait, I guess. Anyways, yeah, you could technically make a quad build work. All right, with that said, Veronica, Pack Blooms is really good, but when it comes to AI stuff, it's just generally better to take her with, because you're already using Swiss Barrel. You're already trying to initiate anyways. Probably better just to grab onto Blar Fox. Anyways, Swap Glimmer, Swiss Barrel 3, Lull Speed Res 3, Attack Smoke, and Attack Speed Solo 3. Yeah, it's hard to say anything bad about this, because that is 16 extra speed, 16 extra attack, +5, essentially. Yeah, +5, 21, 70 attack, 58 speed. Defense is actually going up a bit because of Pack Blooms, 26 and 27. Yeah, it's solid. Veronica's actually a really good hero. If you guys want to be a dick, and run a cav line, Veronica's probably one of your best free-to-play heroes for it. Sure. 47 HP, 54 attack, 19 speed, 44 defense, 43 res. Unity Blooms, of course, rally attack defense plus, Iceberg, Close Foil, Slick Fighter, AR Far Save, and Distant Defense 3. You're not doubling down on the distant defense, huh? Fair enough, because Close Foil, Here's the thing, magical... actually, you're right. Offensive magical heroes are kind of rare. You're more worried about heroes like Duel In, for example. So in which case they use Dagger, so Close Foe will still trigger for that fight. So attack defense +5. Unity Blooms essentially gives you attack defense +5. AR Far Save gives you attack res +4. Distant defense adds another 6 and 6. This is actually really scary because your defense is looking like 45. Sorry, 49, 54, 60. 60 defense is scary. And of course, if foe initiates combat, neutralize penalties on unit during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed fall attack. In other words, you get all your stats. Unity Blooms also gives you 4 HP healing during the battle. So long as you're not getting wiped out immediately, your bulk is actually slightly extended as well. And your res, of course, is still respectable at 4, 47, 52, 58. 58 res. Yeah. 60 defense, 58 res when being initiated on from a distance. Henriette's kind of ridiculous. All these heroes with save skills are kind of ridiculous. But yeah, Henriette reminds me of Valentine Faye. She's also a really good armor hero with high defense, high res, and is also ranged. But of course, this is a red mage versus a close bow hero, so yeah, both are really good. But yeah, I do like this build. If you have nobody to guard and they attack her directly, she at least counterattacks up close. So in both situations, she's fighting back. And she's no pushover because her attack is looking like 5 plus 5 plus 5, 64 attack. If she's guarding, it's 68 attack times 2. Yeah, pretty scary unit. And with Slick Fighter, she's guaranteed to double. So you attack, she attacks, you attack, and then she icebergs you with up to 58 res. Oh, actually, it's not 58. 53. 53? 53 res. Is it 53? Yeah, it's 53 because it's 4 plus 6.